What's up? Oh. Oh my. Sorry about that. A few minutes late. I was trying to edit videos. Well, actually, I was just grabbing clips. But I have to use my phone to do it. And it takes the Wi-Fi from the camera and transfer over. And it's always a big headache, but yeah, it is what it is. So how's everybody's week been so far? Who all we got here? Billy's here. We got a ground pounder. John, what's up? I'm sorry I missed the other Tuesday. I was having dinner with my wife and mom. No need to be sorry, dude. That's way more important. Yeah, definitely spend the time with mom while she's here. What's up, Billy? And the wife, too. John M. You got me with the sycamore. I just really got a big one. How was mine? It was okay. It's an interesting treat. Um, I kind of like them, but I don't have that, like, negative effect, like, where it closes up your throat and stuff from the sawdust. A lot of people have, like, a weird reaction to sycamores, but I always kind of enjoy them. They're fun to climb around in, and the wood is pretty good to hinge and stuff, too. Mike's here, Derek's here, Rob. The week's been miserable. Has it just been crazy hot, Derek? It's been ridiculous here. What's up, Rob? Glad you can make it. Dan, what's up, buddy? Just got back from vacation to Wisconsin, took 5 days off, pounded lots of, right on. That's awesome, man. How was the vacation? Was it good? Vacation, that would be nice. Haven't done that in a long time. It's been a minute. We're going through this. Oh, dang, KP. That's no fun, man. Dang it. Lots of coughing. I like it. Yeah, yeah, it'll make, like, I've actually seen a lot of chip trucks. They equip them with a sprayer on the back of it for when they're chipping the brush and everything. It will, like, the dust picks up and it'll, like, close some people's throat and stuff, and yeah, I guess some people have real crazy reactions to it, but I don't think it's really very good for you though either. So how's the leg? I don't know. I can't really see it if I'm being honest, but it's still kind of, yeah, it's still kind of sore and just kind of bruised like crazy. Dang. That's what I should have did. Is like use my phone and take a picture of it so I could have known really what it was looking like. But yeah, still a bit sore. Joseph, what's up, buddy? Weekend was rain, now hot. Yeah, Derek, and then that makes for that real humid, nasty weather, which is the worst. Yeah, I hate that. Had a bad thunderstorm yesterday and hot as crap today. Dang, Bill. A good tree to cut for sure. If I don't have the stuff, I cut some notches for the rope because lost pieces and sycamore before. Yeah, you don't even have to cut notches. If you just cut little little lines, it'll grab. Um, there's a guy that I follow and that I really enjoy. When I watch some of them old videos from years ago, and I look, you'll see me sometimes with these, like, because I have real, like, I have arthritis real crazy in my wrist. I've broke my wrist multiple times. So I used to wear those, like, weightlifting gloves that are fingerless, and they would support my wrist, especially when I started running the 201 for a long time. I always wore those, and they helped my wrist a lot. They kind of strengthened my wrist. Steel used to make some that were like solid, and it would help with your wrist. But I don't know why they don't, like. Maybe they do, and I just don't. My dealers don't ever have them or something. But yeah, you can put those little nicks. But there's guy Steel Mad, and he is so good. And I think Australia, a lot of theirs, the gum trees and eucalyptus, they they have to cut a lot of them little grooves and stuff, and you see them using a lot more half hitches and stuff, doubling up on half hitches. Mississippi River. Oh, that's cool. Right on. The House of Rock. Yeah, I've heard other people tell me the same thing. KP, hopefully that's further. Yeah, KP. Yeah, exactly what Derek said. Hopefully that just sorts itself out. It's an ugly situation. It's never good. Oh, I appreciate all the thumbs up too. Um, well, I haven't seen that. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, John, it's real neat. So. Outsider. Oh, yeah, John. I guess I tore the like muscle there, and it's just kind of dropped down into my calf and stuff. It's been that way for over a week and a half. I ran into Rion Rounds in Wisconsin. That's cool. Yeah, Rion, I think I would really get along with. He's just a guy that seems to enjoy life and does his own thing and always has a smile that, seems to be pretty much contagious. So you don't really ever hear anything bad about Rion. So seems like a pretty good dude all around. Plus he does some gnarly stuff. His kids are gnarly. He's always posting his little boy flying around on a motorcycle. He's wild, and his daughter's pretty good at climbing too. It's pretty cool. But he seems like he's just a kind of a family guy. He is all about, you know, going out and doing stuff with the kids and wife. And I like that stuff. That's cool. Um, but on that sycamore, since we were talking about it, um, oh, for those of you that haven't been here for a long time, this was the original shirt. And it's the Steelborn Army on the back. Um, yeah, that was the original shirt. But the sycamore, it, when I put the rigging and stuff from it out, I end up getting into like to where I wasn't paying attention right, and I was bundling branches, and I had when you bundle, it's a really good technique. If you have a bunch of limbs that are smaller, and you can put them all together, then lower them down. Especially like if you're doing your fir trees and stuff, everything's on a rung. You can go down, take your rope, it's got a clip at the end of it, and clip off to your first branch, which make sure that's your lowest one. You clip off to it, and then as the rope goes up and through the top, you just take speed line straps and strap them onto branches and clip them to the rope. And clip it to the rope. Strap another one, clip it to the rope. And then all you do is start cutting from the bottom. Bottom one drops, and then you can go up, cut the second one. The second one, will slide down and stop at the anchor. Third one will slide down, stop at the anchor. And then when you get them all set, you can lower a bunch of them instead of having to lower one little limb, pull the rope all the way back up, lower another little limb. So it's a real good technique, but you have to remember which order you put them in, because you can get like a weird span rigging scenario going on. Um, and you can also cut the wrong branch that you don't have a strap on, which is what I did. I was over the top of the house, I was over the electric line, and I think I had two straps. So this will be a little bit of like extra for those who watch the next one. I had two speedline straps on me. I have the rigging rope, so it gets anchored to one branch. Then I strapped two other branches on. Well, there was actually four branches, so I ended up with three in that bundle. There was a there was actually four branches there that needed to be rigged, but like I said, I only had two speed line straps and the one anchor, so I left it. I didn't think much of it. I'll rig that. I left the one that was kind of bigger, so I kind of leave it. And as I get to cutting, I don't know what I was thinking. I cut the big one, and it lays over and kind of lays into one, and it's like, oh no, you know, shoot, I just cut the wrong branch. And my straps are already hooked up. I've already cut I think I have one branch left. I cut two, and I was getting ready to get to the third one. I cut the wrong one, and I laid it over into a smaller branch, so it was barely holding it. And I start freaking. I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I cut the wrong branch, and I can't really think of an idea. I'm like, well, I have my neck tether on. I had made a neck tether with one of my Prussics and a carabiner. And it was not like a real weak carabiner, but it was a stronger carabiner, I guess. It's probably, I don't know, 5 kilonewtons. This wasn't a huge branch, but big enough that I didn't want to have to hold it and swing it and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, my neck tether, because I have nothing else on me. I was even thinking chainsaw lanyard, but I couldn't get it undone. Mine's that weird bungee thing, which wouldn't work. I'm like, grabbed it, take it off real quick. I strap it onto there, and I can't get it to clip because everything's so tight and it's under pressure, and the other ones are hanging already. And I'm like, Dave, loosen a little bit, just a little, for me to get this clip. And he loosens, and as it starts to loosen, you can see in the video, it starts the one that's left starts breaking. Snap, 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 and I just get it clipped on, and it ends up working, and everything goes good. But that was like a quick little thing that I probably could have just edited out of the video and made myself look super Hollywood and like I never make a mistake. But that is such, like, if I'm being honest, like a relatable thing that you can just get complacent for a second and be too comfortable and like get a little ahead of yourself. And in that situation when I wasn't rushing, there was nothing going on, I just kind of kicked into autopilot and was like not really that worried at the time. My normal cases before I make a cut, like especially when I'm bundling, I'm thinking order. When I Before I tell it, I'm like, am I good? I'll holler down, yeah, and yeah, we're good. So before I pull my saw off and fire it up, I think, what order? Boom, 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 boom. Got it. Fire the saw up, get ready to cut. As I'm cutting this one, I'm thinking, next one, next one, next one. And this time I just feel like I was like, am I good? Yep, okay. Cut, cut, cut. Oh no. So, yeah, there's a little, like, insight on the next video for the people that watch the live feed here. They'll know a little more of what's going on in it, and that it's even really in there, because I don't know if I'll bring a bunch of attention to it, but it's pretty obvious. But I don't know, maybe I just clickbait it and say climber messes up or something. Who knows? You can't ever tell with me. I may clickbait you, but I try to be as honest. Like, there's like a little bit of of honesty, like it can be a little fibby, in my opinion. Like I'm okay with that. People that put thumbnails, like, but I think it should have something to do with it. You can have a play on words, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just my own personal opinion. He was very pleasant. Yeah, Rion's cool. I do some bundling in that one I did as well. Well, are you? Oh, hang on. What is that? Useful energy. Yeah, very, very, John. It's such a good technique to know. I know it's been a minute, but if you started making videos for beginners, we talked about it on Instagram. Like, I can, but I mean, what do we like? If you guys were to have like, you could have a channel built up, what would what would you want? Would you want just some like if from the very beginning, like someone who like I'll just disregard everything I know and say, today I made a decision, I'm getting into tree work. What do I need? And then start to advance techniques from there until we get a library of videos that for the most part tells the story of tree work, like as far as the climbing part of it and even fallen trees and stuff like that. I mean, that sounds kind of cool actually, but see, I just didn't know if what you guys, what everybody would enjoy too. I mean, it's got to be enjoyable. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. Yeah, well, that's incredibly true. I, and it takes a lot of effort to cover that mistake up too. Like I always think about like I see why guys do it, but as a person who makes videos, a lot of times I can see the cut like in the clip and why it happened, and like so if someone's wing, they're making their cut and all of a sudden it swings towards the house and all of a sudden the video clips and then it clips to them lowering the branch down, you're like, I wonder why he did that. And for some, if you look real close, there's no gutter anymore. Stuff like that. But I feel like it takes a lot to kind of cover that stuff up. And at the same time, the YouTube audience, in my experience, would rather watch and see the mistake as opposed to hide it. First and foremost, John, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you swinging by. Let's move somewhere. I'm sick of sitting there. My knees are hurting. Oh. You remember me talking about my windows having holes? There's one there. There's one there. Yeah, I think I did that with the lawnmower on accident. Kind of sucks. 'Cause I can't even blame anybody for breaking my window. Gotta have to just take the blame. I hate taking the blame for anything. Ground pounder. For a beginner, face cuts, how to use the gun sights, wedges, how to run a porter wrap. Yeah, yeah, but there's so many little details. Like, I wish I could figure out a way to do it to where I could touch on every little basis. Like, as the ground guy, you want to come in, you want to make sure you got you a good, safe pair of boots to work in. But after being that ground guy for a while, you need to, and you're thinking about getting into climbing, then you need to make sure that you have that good pair of boots for climbing, with steel shanks. So, the spurs don't hurt your feet in the arch. A good heel to hold the gaffs on. There's so much, and it's like, I want it to be like accessible to where somebody can just, they have the question, and then like they can instantly go and that video touches on it. But it's so easy to be spitting the information out, and then you give 4 or 5 topics that you could have split up in one video because you're just touching bases on like one topic. I don't know. That's where I think my OCD kicks in, and I try to not stray and do too many extra projects because like I get obsessive with it. So that's probably just me being a bit obsessive with it, which I should. But Jeffrey, Jeffrey Green Dragon. Hang on, let me make sure I didn't skip somebody here. A mistake or not, everybody gotta go home that night. Yeah, I prefer unedited videos. You never know what you might learn from someone else's mistake. Yeah, yeah, totally. I'm not the biggest fan of like raw videos though. I do see why it's enjoyable though, because you're seeing all the little struggles. But I don't know. I don't know. I've just never really been the biggest fan of just the straight raw videos. And then when you see that's what's funny is when you see a cut like that in a raw video and you're like, what? Why did that part get cut out? Showing your mistakes only makes you human. It shows character. What a stand-up guy you are, in my opinion. I would do this. Right on, Rob. That's probably why we're like-minded. I want to enjoy, the stuff when I put it out, and you know, he's he's all right. Hey, come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come say hi. Hey, come here. Let's just make a videos of him. I feel like he's more entertaining than me. He is so stoked about something, he don't even know what it is. Like, look how happy he is. That's right. Tell him something. Okay. Alright. I think he, like, pet his paw or something today. He keeps jumping up onto the damn fence. I think he got himself finally. Pet his foot. But I guess he's not barking like crazy, which is very nice. Experience, experience, experience. Only way to really get it. Yeah, yeah. In this kind of work, unfortunately, it really is ground pounder. There's no substitute for practice and actually doing it. It's just the way this work is. You know, it's tough. It's gonna be taxing on the body. I mean, I've seen tons of people that, you know, when they see it done, when they watch it being done, they talk about it, they just dig it. And then doing it on a regular basis and being able to handle it and what your body goes through, that's a total nother. I've watched a lot of people be totally bummed because it ends up being like a line of work that they really can't do. And I get that though. But yeah, it's pretty tough, you know. So it's weird. I think a lot of other work and, you know, occupations, you can learn them and like get good at them with very little effort. But I think this, you're gonna work for it. Jared, what's up, man? You just have to outline the video. Start with the topic, and then lay the order you want to deliver the information. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I've never wrote down anything like thought up how a video should go beforehand. I have had ideas and topics when I go to do a video, but I've watched them back sometimes and been just like, ugh, no. Like when I try to give myself like guide points and stuff. And there's been some where I've done like answered questions and made sure I got people's names right and stuff where I wrote stuff down. But yeah, I feel like when I watched them back, I didn't like them. And I felt like because I knew I was kind of, it wasn't off the top of my head and I was setting myself up sometimes. It was rough. But yeah, I could totally do that when it comes to the topic to make sure that I don't go too hard in on it. Kind of right, kind of a stopping, ending, and beginning and stopping point of where on the information. That way, I can kind of build the series without having so much in one video. Like, I don't want 50 different scenarios to have to click on one video because it's only gonna like suggest one main topic for that video, and if you give the secrets for 50 different things in it, it's just gonna be hard to like have its place on YouTube, I guess. But I guess I shouldn't care. Shouldn't I don't know why I even bother because this is the most unlucrative thing I've ever done in my life that takes so much effort and gives nothing back. So it did at one point, but it gives nothing back now. Now I do it because you guys are here. I enjoy the people I get to talk with. So I know you said that, Billy. He started back here. Look at him. What are you doing? None. Stretching. All right. Oh, damn bugs flying my friggin' eye. Climber Clan, what's going on, man? Yeah, you sound like you guys have been out in it today. Isn't that the best? When you're finished from like a blistering day of work and you get to roll into the air conditioning, kick your boots off, and just like, my wife's real good about just leaving me alone. Usually she just lets me sit there for a while. She doesn't even bother me, say anything. And then she'll be like, how was your day? I'm just sitting on the porch looking across the field and woods around my house. That's awesome. I wish I was doing the same. When I look out of my yard, I see other people's cats out in the middle of my flower bed shitting. That's living in the city for you. I should let my dog loose on him. Oh, you know what? I got these things the other day. I've never owned a tap and die set before, like the full set. I bought I think a tap one time for some Healy coils where I replaced a lug on a 660. So I bought a set, and I got like a brand new set for like $12 at a flea market. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got these little pouches. They're supposed to be like grass bombs, which is the craziest thing. And they're supposed to like you just plant them in little spots where you don't got grass. And I'm gonna plant them, and we'll see how it works. I'm kind of curious. Doesn't take a whole lot anymore for me to, at my age, to get excited about something. Grass bombs. Yeah. No fireworks to get him going. I know. That's so funny you say that because, dude, we're so stoked to have no more fireworks. I hate fireworks. And I used to love them before I got him as a dog. And ever since, look at him. Like, what? He's that guy when you, like, holler at him, he mumbles something back. He's still growling about something. Probably see somebody 10 houses down. Enough swamp bud for the day. Yeah, there's a limit to it. Sometimes you just gotta be done with it. Seen a human in their yard, so he had to go bark at him. Hey, lay down. My pampas grass is starting to go pretty good. You see him down through here? I found all them things of grass at at a actually my brother found them for me at a landfill, and he picked them up and then brought them back to me, and I busted them apart, planted them down through there, and yeah. Yeah, Clint, you sound like you live in the right spot. I'm like born and raised and grew up in the country my whole life and then moved to the city. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it may be in the 80s still here too. I think a couple of us edited 30, 35. Maybe. Maybe we'll see what we can do then. Yeah, there's some stuff that this is a lot of the stuff you guys see is I don't even remember most of it, so I have to watch it a couple times and it's been so many years now that so much of it I have no clue what it is. So I'll watch it back a couple times and get myself an idea of what was going on and what I was thinking. And usually it kind of jars in my brain, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. But yeah, let me see. Maybe I could put a couple longer ones out that just have a little bit of voiceover or something. I was thinking about because I had some videos when I started my channel that were going viral, and I pulled them down. Like the one that I suggested in the community page yesterday. I pulled it down because of copyright strike. When I started YouTube, I just kind of put whatever I wanted for music. But I was thinking about pulling the audio off of it somehow. And doing a voiceover on some of them, because I have probably 5 or 6 different videos that were copyright strikes, so I pulled them into the private area on my studio, and I could pull the audio off of them and just do voiceovers on them. So maybe we do something like that if you guys want. Good old North Carolina, Roger that. Ain't really the temperature, but the humidity. Yeah, 100%. And if you don't have a decent breeze, it's like you're feeling like when you stand too close to, you have a bunch of people in a room, you're too close to them, and you're breathing air that you feel like someone just breathed out. Yeah, it's like that. This air is all junk air. It's already been breathed. So yeah, a good breeze is a must, especially when it gets humid. So, I don't trust him. I feel like he's down there plotting right now. See him down there? Look at him. I was so for sure he was gonna chase after that car. You must see a cat. Yeah, he does. He hates cats. Get him! Get him! Yeah. Comes and sits by me, make sure I'm safe. I need you to protect me. Good boy. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna probably cut this kind of short and try to work on editing the next video that'll have the sycamore rigging and all that stuff in it. I will catch up on comments because I don't want to end just not answering some of this stuff. But yeah, we'll probably cut it short here in a second. Next few days is gonna be up in the hundreds. Yeah, I got myself really sick, I think, the other day. Like I get migraines. I used to get chronic migraines repeatedly when I was younger. Used to have to go to the hospital all the time for them and stuff. But like I still will get them every once in a while. And I think I gave myself one because like out in the heat. I think I was just exhausted too the other day and was like rough for a good 24, 36 hours later. So this heat is no joke. I think it was like 104. Yeah, you definitely gotta stay hydrated, Billy. That's a must. You just gotta carry, if you're gonna get outside, you better carry drinks with you. 81 here tomorrow in Shelby. Well, that sounds pretty good, 81. Jeffrey, hey, buddy, I appreciate you swinging by, hanging out. I dig having all the people here. Usually, it's about our normal crowd. We usually do not a bunch, just 10 to 15, and then I do have to admit that it's like there's a surprising. There's probably, I don't know, 90 or more. Some of the videos get to 200 or more on the live video where they get watched, which is pretty crazy to me. I wouldn't think that, after it was live, it wouldn't really get viewed much, but it depends. Sometimes I've done live videos on like X rings and stuff, and those end up getting watched all the time. And apparently, it helped a few people. So That's always cool. Here, you clean up. You're ready for tomorrow. Dan, stay safe, buddy, and thanks for hanging out. Gotta do some stump grinding this week to finish up some jobs. Right on, BTS. Yeah, stump grinding's rough. You need an umbrella. Because you're standing there usually in one spot where there used to be shade but isn't anymore. So a good umbrella that just like attaches. Like when I go to the skate park to skate and record and stuff, I actually have to bring an umbrella and a stand and like wrap my camera. My GoPros overheat so fast. I have to wrap them in like a cool towel, and it's crazy. So I can't squat down there anymore. I get very bad ones also, bro. It sucks. Yeah, Turbo. Mine, like, I have an issue usually when I start to get one. I can't eat or drink anything. I can't keep anything down. I can't handle any light or anything. So they used to give me like a nasal spray that I would spray up my nose once. It was like a one-shot nasal spray thing. That stuff used to work really good, but it was so crazy expensive. Can't afford that stuff. So, and then I used to like they used to give me like a little pill that I'd throw underneath my tongue and let it dissolve, but that made me feel sicker than just swallowing a pill. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Quite a bit today. It's on like it's 85, 88 here. Right now, same thing. Just sitting here, chilling and relaxing. That's awesome. Yeah, that's that's perfect. Especially if it can stay like that. Especially when the sun goes down. It's so nice. Your last video is really good. Oh, thanks, Dan. I always watch it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Corey, what's up, man? How you been? Yeah, Corey is a day oneer. Um, that's so wild. I remember like just starting my channel and being so stoked on like having like a couple hundred subscribers, if that. And I thought I was hot shit. And then Corey sends me a package one day, which really made me feel like, wow, like this is wild. But the dude sent me like all kinds of like chains and mug, like coffee cups and koozie cups and shirts, and it was so awesome. So yeah, just the people like Corey and stuff that I've kind of met along this whole weird YouTube journey has kept me here, because it's definitely not YouTube and the way that they pay. So because that's like non-existent for me, which is the weirdest thing. It continues to get less and less and less and less and less. Now, I don't know. I'm gonna do a video and like tell you exactly where it's at and exactly what, like where it was before COVID hit and where it's at now. And it is a very large range between the two. So sometimes my photos. Really, that's funny. Yeah, appreciate you, Corey. You and your, I guess your whole crew. You guys really stoked me out and kind of kept me. It kind of gave me a little boost of like, whoa, this is awesome, because definitely hit them weird spots when you were trying like to make videos, and when you make one and you're like, I feel like that video was good, and it doesn't get any views. It's like, why? And you start to like get bummed on yourself when it is what it is. I have a video like that gets more views than it gets literally more views. I have like 4 or 5 videos that it doesn't get more views than, but I made a video on how to roll up a window on a truck, and it gets crazy views compared to all my good videos that I've spent days and weeks putting together. So YouTube is what it is. I can't put too much stock in it anymore. Had to kill some dinner. Yeah, hell yeah. Ain't glad you still do. I bet you. Definitely turbo. That would be awesome. Like, I don't know. I always think about like if Buckenstock maybe happens one of these times, maybe I can sneak in, make an appearance there, because it seems like a lot of my subscribers, watch Bucken, kind of do a twofer or something. That way, I'm somewhere to where everybody knows, and if they wanted to, they could make it there. And it's usually a pretty central point that gets picked. But yeah, that would be awesome. I would dig meeting everybody. Don't point that camera. Yeah, I know. You know, he's just a grumpy old fart, and he's just like a baby. So he just acts like an old man. He wants to buck up to me and try to fight me sometimes. And he's pretty damn big now. He's so funny though. He's just all about being funny, and I dig that. He's a wild man, I swear. Yeah, he hasn't been. The funny part is he's not been clean. We skipped this month because something else was going on that day. But he gets like gotta have him groomed and stuff every month because if not, he starts to turn brown, yellow, and there's just excess amount of hair falling off. It's funny because when I go pick him up, there's usually a pile of hair, so, and I know it's his. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate it, buddy. What did you do for dinner? I thought y'all went to the grocery store. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, damn, we'll figure something out. But at the same time, like, YouTube is wild. Is you start to feel like you know somebody, and like, okay, say you, this is so different. Like, I wouldn't think it to be weird if any of you ever seen me to come up to me and just start talking to me, because we kind of build the relationship on here. If you think about it, like when you would watch stuff, you'd see like stuff on TV or the local news people. You don't back in the day. I guess you didn't have this kind of to where you could communicate with them back and forth, and so it does kind of change the game. So I'm not the most social person. I definitely don't walk into a place hoping that everybody talks to me. I'm usually the opposite. I'll throw a ball cap on, some sunglasses, and hope no one talks to me. So, a bit antisocial sometimes. I'll come there and work with you, bro. Hey, that'd be cool. Everything else in frozen. Well, y'all take care. Be safe, guys. We're gonna end this. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the hell out of it. And thanks for everybody that hit the thumb button. That's really cool. I'm sure that helps in some way. And this channel right now could probably use all the help it can get. Because the way YouTube's running this, they're trying to just shut us down, it feels like. So, or discourage me to start over. I don't know. It is what it is. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to get to work on the video. The next one will be the sycamore. Look for the mistake in it. You guys know what happened. So, hope you enjoy it. Stay safe and, be careful out in this heat. I'll catch you guys later.